Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to charge the RV while you're at your house. Pretty easy. You got your umbilical cord is out. It's this sucker right here. And it's got a little downsize cable jumper right here to that. And then to plug it into the house, you'll have the ability to charge your battery. Possibly start up your fridge, get your fridge going before your trip, and you can probably run a fan, but you're not going to do anything major like run the AC or anything like that. I think I've run like the exhaust fan before on it. As soon as you get your RV out of storage, the first thing I do is I go to my control panel and I turn on the battery disconnect. This light will come on, and then I know my house batteries are up and running. And this is where the batteries are stored, right under here. And if I don't have that on, I could be driving down the road and the radio switch won't come on, the radio won't come on, the fans will not come on. It's all controlled by the house batteries. I was driving home the other day. Couldn't turn the radio on, couldn't figure out why it wasn't going. It was because my battery disconnect was still on. So, see how I can run this little fan here to get some of the heat out of here? So that'll run on the house power. Typically the microwave on my other units hasn't run, but let's test this one. Nothing. Yep, that's not going to turn on. Let's see. Yep, nothing. I've been trying to cool down the fridge. Let's see if we got this sucker cold yet. Oh yeah, we got very cold. I can get a temperature reading. I like it to be a little colder than 50, so get this closed back up. This is a 37-foot Dolphin, 2004. It's got a slide back here, and a nice big shower, big bathroom, separating walls. So from the driver's perspective, you can't see really well out these mirrors. So you should take it very slow and cautious. It'll probably take at least 3 lengths of this thing if you have to slam on your brakes to come to a stop. And it's almost, it's 37 feet. So you gotta leave yourself lots of room for stopping. It's not going to accelerate very fast, so you got to pretty much just take it easy. So one of the first things you do when you get to the campsite is you put down your parking brake, and then you start to level the coach. You do it either with manual jacks or with these power jacks, and they built in this one a nice level here so you can see everything sitting right here. You turn it sideways and you can see side to side and front to back, and it's pretty accurate. You just keep pushing the button. For filling up the water, I had to come down here to the main underbelly. Over here you got a tank flush. Once you turn that on, the water goes down through here, comes up from the city water and into the flush, into the black tank, and that gets all the inside cleaned out. Then on the city water, if I want to hook up and fill up my tank, I turn that lever to the side, and the water comes in, goes right in there, and that stops it from coming back out. So it's going to fill up that tank instead of go to my faucets and stuff like that. It just goes right to the tank. So if I want to inlet it to the pump, I pull this lever down. That lets it pump from the tank to the pump, or inlet to the pump. So I'm gonna go fill up the tanks, and I'm gonna go tank to the pump and tank fill. So I'm gonna run it like that. If I was hooked up, I'd have this lever down and this lever down. If I was just going off of city water and hook up. I always leave the water heater on. I don't do the bypass because I do want the water to go through the water heater so I can heat it up. And then I take that hose and I hook it onto the bottom of this with both levers closed. And then when I go to dump, I pull the gray lever, or no, the black lever first, empty the black out, gray lever second. That way I clean my hose out, and then always leave about 2 gallons of water inside the toilet so you can put sanitizer in it, so when you store it you'll have that sanitizer in there. Alright, so we're heading out on our trip, and I just want to show you what it looks like when you're driving one of these massive RVs. You gotta really keep it in the lines. You're about as wide as the lines. So as you can see on that shot right there, I'm looking on each side, and I just want to be able to see about 4 or 5 inches in on each line. If I'm 4 or 5 inches in on this line, then I got maybe about a foot on that side. So I'll hang it close to this line over here, because that side you get a lot of trucks. So we got to give them a little bit more room. Now I need to get on this 55 Newport freeway up here, so you can't just hop in. So I'm going to have to slow down and see if somebody will let me in here. I got a guy. Alright. Did it.
Woo. That's what's up, my man.
I usually roll with that thing on, so I can see if somebody's coming right up on me.
Oh my gosh, I fell over.
So start by Santa flushing over here, flushing out this black tank in the toilet, so that we can start with a nice clean situation. So I'm gonna take this hose right here. Hook it to this hose.
Not working?
No, I don't hear it spraying. Alright, now we're gonna empty out the black tank. We pull the black lever out while this is hooked up. All that nastiness is going out of there. And then I'll turn on the Santa flush and flush it out really good. Close it. Then I'll pull the gray lever next to it and dump out the gray water tank, which is basically the fridge and the sinks and the shower. And then I'll close up all those levers, put all this away, pull forward, and the city water's up there. And then we'll fill the holding tank, the water holding tank, with the city water, and then we'll start camping.
Cool.
So you take the hose off, we're gonna go put the cap back on, and then we're gonna rinse the hose out with this city water here.